What's going on, people? This is Shok. I know it's been like pretty much a freaking week, over a week, since I last did an actual video. The video from yesterday doesn't really count. I just kind of upload that video to kind of tell you guys, you know, I'm still alive, whatever. I was out of town last weekend helping my girl move into her new apartment and whatnot, so that's what was going on with that. And if you guys are noticing, my right eye seems a bit like dark. That's because I've been rubbing the living mess out of it, because turns out I got some inflammation in my my eyelid over here on my right eye, so I've been rubbing at it because it feels like something is in it, but really it's like I have this bump under my eyelid. It is very annoying and irritating, so that's what it is. No, I didn't get into a fight, people. But anyways, to the top matter at hand. And a lot of you guys, you know, especially those of you, you know, who aren't Nintendo fans, you know, you don't really mess with Nintendo like that, you're going to find this video, you know, extremely corny. But, you know, as gamers, we all have that one series, you know, that one franchise that we are just very, very passionate about. And for me, it's Smash Bros. I'm very passionate about Smash Bros. Been playing it since 64. It is my #1 played series in history, period, out of all the games I have ever played. And for those of you who are Nintendo fans and you are Smash players, but you're, you know, more on the casual side of Smash, I know you guys might dislike this video, you might call it stupid. By all means, don't watch it, you know, click off of it right now, because this video isn't for you guys, right? It's for the competitive Smash community, and it's pretty much a movement I'm trying to pretty much do. Now, I know that this is probably going to fall on deaf ears, but time and time again, gamers have proven that we have a voice out there, you know? The whole movement that the Sony fans did with Sony saying don't do the DRM, hey, let us use PVRs for the PS4, look what happened, right? Nintendo tried to get rid of Melee Stream at this year's EVO earlier this year. The backlash was so great and immense that they reversed it in a matter of an hour, like a couple of hours. Crazy. Look at all the changes Microsoft has made with the Xbox One. So we definitely have a voice, people. We have more power than we realize we have. So this is pretty much an appeal to Sakurai and also Nintendo in general. Now, we all know the deal, right? This has been this endless argument, you know, Smash Bros. Brawl versus Smash Bros. Melee. Melee is better because it's more competitive game, and then people say Brawl is better because it had more content, you know, you can do more things, period. And at first let me start from the beginning. What sparked me to do this video was this Smash documentary that was just made, and I'll have the link to it down below in the description. And it is a 9-part, and we're talking about, it's very long. It's like a 9-part series of videos that are like 20 minutes plus, very long. It's longer than a freaking movie. It's a documentary showing Smash's birth and growth into the competitive fighting game scene. And it's absolutely amazing. Now, a lot of the stuff in there I already knew because I already followed the competitive Smash scene. But a lot of things, you know, back in the day, you know, when they first started out, you know, I didn't know about because I wasn't following the scene like that back when I was younger, when I was a kid. But it was absolutely amazing, and it was inspiring. Even if you're not a competitive Smash player, I definitely recommend you go watch it, because it's just so well crafted, and it's the best explanation out there possible on the internet that expresses our passion for the game, right? But basically, this encouraged me to do this video and to actually make a petition to encourage Sakurai to make Smash 4, to make it have its competitive edge back. Now, that's not saying that Brawl wasn't competitive, because it was. It's a fighting game. Of course, it's going to automatically be competitive. Fighting games are a competitive genre. So if a game is a fighter, by default, it's pretty much already competitive. But it did not have that competitive edge. You see what I mean? There's a difference. Melee had the edginess and the speed, while Brawl did not. And basically, in this petition, I pretty much run down all the complaints that us, you know, hardcore Smash enthusiasts have had with Brawl, you know, Sakurai's reasons and changes that he's made, and I address them and I explain why they're pretty much silly. And no disrespect to Sakurai himself, but I don't understand why Sakurai would dumb down the game for a minority who didn't even complain about Melee in the first place, right? The only time I saw more casual Smash players complaining about Melee is when people were complaining about wave dashing, but that was it. That's the only thing people complained about because they were mad at the other players who knew how to do it, who could pull it off and use it, and they couldn't. That's what they were mad about, but that was the only thing. Nothing else people complained about Smash for, right? And to the casual Smash players who may be watching this video, let me ask you guys a question. Was there anything outside of wave dashing, of course, that you actually didn't like about Melee? Did you still play Melee and did you still enjoy it the same way you still played Brawl? Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to assume that all you guys are going to say yes, and that's kind of one of the main points I make to Sakurai in this petition, right? There was nothing inaccessible about Melee. So like, he really dumbed down Smash for no particular reason, because while Melee was faster, yeah, and it did have more mechanics, that speed wasn't unplayable for more casual players, and those mechanics that were added into Melee, they were not requirements to play the game. They were not prerequisites. Somebody didn't have to have those mechanics down in order to play the game, right? Yes, it had wave dashing and L canceling and all that other great stuff, dash dashing, but those are just additions. Those are techniques that are pretty much icing on the cake that more advanced players could utilize. But if you're a casual player, you can still play the game and have fun, and you can still play the game and play it with comprehension. Know what you're doing. You don't need to know how to wave dash and all that stuff to play Smash. Smash is a very accessible game. It's easy to play in the sense that the inputs are easy. To do a special move in Smash, it's simply over B, up B, down B, down A, up A, over A, you know, tilt A. You know, things of that nature, as opposed to half circle, you know, heavy into light punch, ultra max combo, right? You know, like Street Fighter, and I love Street Fighter, by the way. But yeah, you guys get the point. There was nothing inaccessible about Melee, so I don't understand Sakurai's reasoning for pretty much dumbing it down. And then here's the thing, right? I feel that, and again, not to be disrespectful to Sakurai, but I kind of feel it's disrespectful to us, right? Us hardcore players. Because Melee came out in 2001, it is 2013 now. We've been playing the game for around 12 years. In December, it'll be 12 years we've been playing Super Smash Bros. Melee. You guys see the point I'm making, right? The casual players, they'll play it for a year and be done. Yeah, sure, some people might come back and play it every now and then, but they're not into it heavy like that. They might, you know, buy it, they're playing it for the first 6 months, take a break, you know, some months later, popping in again when some friends come over, and then the friends leave. They don't come back for a long time, and then they never really play Smash again, right? But us hardcore players, first off, we are the majority, and we are the long-term supporters. You see what I'm saying? We're the ones who are riding and dying for this series, for this franchise. So why, again, why is the game being catered to a minority who wasn't even complaining about the first place, outside of wave dashing, as I mentioned earlier, but they weren't even complaining in the first place? Why is it being catered to them where they didn't even ask to be catered to? And we're the hardcore supporters repping Nintendo, repping Smash Bros. In the FGC, but we get the short end of the stick with our game. See what I'm saying? That we made big, that we actually helped Nintendo sell units of the game. Now, moving on to specifically Smash 4, Sakurai did state that Smash 4 is going to be in between the speed of Melee and Brawl. He's pretty much saying it's going to be the perfect balance in between hardcore and casual. Now, that's somewhat comforting news, but in between can mean, like, you know, his definition of in between, we probably won't see when the game comes out, right? We'll be like, this isn't in between, you know, he lied, whatever. He didn't say what he said he was going to do, but to him it probably is in between. So that's why this campaign is still being made. It's to pretty much try to guarantee, get his attention, let him know, hey, Sakurai, we're here. We're your hardcore supporters. We love Smash. We're passionate about it. And like I said, I know it's going to be corny to a lot of you guys who don't understand, you're not Smash players, but it's more than a game to us. You know, it's kind of like its own culture. The Smash community has its own culture, and anybody in the Street Fighter community, Marvel community, you know, Tekken, although that's pretty small, but Tekken, you know, King of Fighters, whatever. I know you guys understand. It's a competitive culture. See what I'm saying? It's more than that. It's beyond just, oh, let me buy a video game, pop it in, and have fun, which is fine. If you play games like that, that's great, because that's how games, you know, are pretty much at the base, you know, meant to be, you know, dealt with, right? They're meant to be bought, put into your system, and played for fun. But as I said, if a game is a fighting game, then that game should be competitive. It should. More specifics are in the petition, and I also talk about Nintendo. It's also an address, it's a letter to Nintendo, because Nintendo needs to stop trying to work against the Smash community and actually needs to encourage and uplift it. You tried to shut down Smash this year at EVO, Nintendo, but then you reversed it, and then it became the second most watched fighting game in video game history, only topped by Marvel. And probably the only reason why Marvel topped it is because the Marvel dudes is probably like, hey guys, Smash is now the #1 watch fighting game, let's try to top that, and then that's what made Marvel top it. But Smash became the second highest viewed fighting game in history. Look what you almost prevented, Nintendo. And in this Smash documentary, the players actually mentioned how a lot of the times Nintendo would try to work against them when they're going to these Smash tournaments. They would try to shut down the live streams. They would try to be like, hey, you can't stream our game, you can't play our game, whatever. You didn't help them with the venues, Nintendo. You didn't help them with equipment such as TVs, you know, and GameCubes and things of that nature. Why? These are your passionate fans that love you and the products you make. And you tell them, no, you cannot pretty much promote our product. You can't promote our game. Do you not appreciate the passion that we have for Smash? Smash has a very competitive essence to it. And the fact that it's pretty much been stepped down for really an unwarranted reason, right? And again, I'm not trying to sound disrespectful to Sakurai, but that's really just the way I see it. I don't understand his thinking. I mean, how do you think Melee has survived for 12 years? Even Smash 64 is still being played at tournaments. That is insane. How do you think these games are still carrying on? Us. Because we continue to rep it, we continue to love it, we continue to be passionate about it. So Nintendo, you need to support us when I'm not making a demand, it's more of a request or a plea. Sony came to EVO 2012 with PlayStation All-Stars, which was pretty much slept on completely. When they were showing All-Stars at EVO, people were yawning, sleeping. All-Stars is pretty much laughed at, not verbally, but you guys understand what I mean by that. All-Stars was not taken seriously at all, and it was pretty much just, you know, just wiped away, like whatever, get that crap out of here. This is a new IP, right, from Sony. They went to EVO, right? They came out the gate with their new IP, with their fighting game, and try to get into the competitive gaming scene. We have put Smash in the gaming scene ourselves, and you guys have constantly been trying to discourage it. Sony would love to be in your shoes right now. You see what I'm saying, Nintendo? And I think that's just kind of like, you're not really appreciating or seeing the potential you have with this. Now, there was a report from MLG, this dude on MLG, he actually said that Nintendo is interested in bringing Smash forward to MLG. Now, if that's true, Nintendo, that is the right path. That is where you need to go. I have the link to that report down below in the description. And then there is another report that Eiji Aonuma said. He said that Nintendo is no longer focused on making games easier, which is great. So hopefully Sakurai follows this philosophy, this new direction Nintendo is doing. So Sakurai, you don't need to appeal to these casuals. You don't. Smash is an accessible game, period. The way Smash plays, the core gameplay of Smash, the controls, the mechanics, it is very accessible. If you make a competitive Smash game, Sakurai, a Smash game that is 100% meant to be competitive, casuals will still play it because Smash is a accessible series, period. But I've rambled on long enough. There's a lot of stuff I left out, but go read the petition because I'll have more specific things in there. And by all means, guys, make sure you add me on Facebook. Go do it right now. Add me on Facebook. You know, add me on Twitter. Share this petition. Spread it around like a plague. And like I said, add me on Twitter and Facebook so you can keep in contact with me. And if you guys want something added to the petition, because this petition isn't for me. The petition is for the Smash community, right? If you guys feel that there's something in the petition I should add, let me know. I will gladly put it in there. But history has proven time and time again that whenever we put together our collective voices, we can make a change no matter what company it is. So that's it for this video, y'all. Thanks for all the support. I'll see you guys later. Peace.